Hello and welcome back to the book summary session on 50 Positive Habits, Great Habits to Transform Your Life. And let's start today's session with Developing Positive Habits. Title: Developing Positive Habits for Increased Positivity. Subtitle: The Power of Removing Distractions. The core concept, key idea: transformation to positivity comes from creating positive habits. Example habit: removing distractions from the work environment. Examples: smartphones, clutter, computers, unnecessary use. Why this helps: impact on positivity, why it works, leads to significantly increased productivity. Action: removing distractions, example placing phone on silent, face down. Result: working much harder and staying focused. Link to positivity: less frustration on the job to less negativity. Frequency and integration: how often? Incorporate into your day-to-day working life. Long-term benefit: annoying problems vanish. Outcome: productivity and positive thinking soar. Mentality: ability to face problems head-on, change and adapt. Before vs. after: the change, before this change, life without; after this change, life with. Chaotic $right arrow never got through a day without distractions. Focused $right arrow get through hours of work without needing a break. Hours lost to distractions, example an hour on Twitter. Mind stays on the job. High frustration leading to negativity. Less frustrated, less negative feeling. Call to action summary: remove distractions to boost focus, productivity, and positivity. Next step: identify one distraction to remove today. Determining productivity and positivity. Title: Boost positivity by determining productivity. Key question: do you complain when you work today? The action and insight. Action: if you complain, investigate why. Self-reflection: what is making you feel negative? The shift: look for the alternative/positive view of the situation. Self-honesty is key to ending wallowing. Impact of the change: life before, always put off at the first hurdle, never cleared obstacles. Low productivity. Life after, learned that complaining is a waste of time and energy. Result: redirected energy became positive and effective. Increased ability to clear hurdles and sustain productivity. Key takeaway: mindset: stop complaining, start understanding. Benefit: convert wasted negative energy into positive action and greater productivity. Batching for success. Title: Batching for Success. Core concept: grouping similar tasks together. The solution and impact goal: make days easier and more positive. Action: batching tasks together. Benefit: deliver more with every hour worked, increased efficiency. Applying the action mentality shift: finish a group of tasks, example objects 1 to 4, before a break, instead of just one task. Result: jobs get finished faster and more reliably. Life without batching: led by negativity, slightest schedule problem would ruin the day, tasks would take longer. Life with batching: tasks handled in an easier style. All similar tasks fall under one banner. Tasks are dealt with swiftly. Priority creation for positivity goal: become more positive by managing days effectively. Method: creating a range and list of priorities to prevent days from becoming overwhelming. Action for positivity: 1 hour before bed, create a list for the next day. Include rough timescales for each item, simplifies planning. Practice frequency: nightly practice to make plans increasingly rigid, testing handling of deadlines. Life without change: chaotic, characterized by unpredictable good days and bad days, work would pile up. Life with change: happier quality of life due to consistent days. Fewer good days, but bad days are eliminated. Waking earlier for positivity goal: increase positivity and productivity. Method: setting the alarm 1 hour earlier. Benefit of extra hour: makes all the difference in the morning, allows for greater productivity and crucial time to awaken before work. Practice frequency, every single day. Importance, considered a keystone action that supports all other positive changes. Life without change, hectic, going into work half asleep, decreased productivity throughout the day. Life with change, easily avoids the problem, starts working with greater consistency and positivity. Key takeaway: practice, make batching a major part of life and planning. Outcome, higher productivity, less frustration, and a more positive outlook. Working in bulk: why it helps. Positivity works in longer bulks, 3 to 4 hours, with fewer, but longer, breaks. Leads to greater productivity and a happier, more consistent level of performance, avoids peaking/plowing. Action applied: adopted a simpler, more effective way to be productive and happier throughout the workday. Practice made this a day-to-day planning requirement for the long term. Focus is now on larger work chunks followed by longer, more relaxing breaks. Result: before, cramming work, panicking during short breaks. Now, can relax during breaks, became more assertive and more productive. Overall, far less likely to take a negative approach to the working day. Learn to say no. Why will this help me become more positive? A major issue I always had was failing to say no to people. It's hard at times, and I used to just go along with scenarios, making myself deeply unhappy. Applying the action for increased positivity to counteract this, I simply started to say no. It sounds simple, but the first time I forced it out, the easier it was every time after that in future. How often should I practice? Every time I was agreeing to something I couldn't or shouldn't be doing. It made me feel more comfortable and improved both social and business relations with many different people. Life without this change, life without making this change, was very hard. I would usually find myself making mistakes or getting into situations that I had no knowledge or experience of being able to handle. Life with this change now, I feel more confident and in control of my future than ever before. I've stopped making the same mistake and instead am now living the life I intended to. Thank you for joining today's session. Remember, knowledge grows when shared. Stay inspired and keep learning.